According to the Skyscraper Center, a worldwide tall building database from the Council on Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat, Central Park Tower in New York City reached its full height of 1,550 feet last fall, becoming the world's tallest residential building. Welcome back to TEKNXS, a place where luxury and finance lovers come to get inspired. Let's deep dive in. The 98-story luxury condo building sits on the Billionaires Row of Manhattan, a neighborhood overlooking Central Park that has traditionally housed some of the priciest real estate. But the developer Extell has published photos designed by Pembrooke Ives of a $17.5 million model residence on the 43rd floor. The three-bedroom condo features floor-to-ceiling wraparound windows that offer spectacular Central Park views. Take a look at the first photos of a residence in the tallest residential building in the world that were released. New York will open its doors to the world's largest residential building. It beats out the big rivals nearest to them, who are also based in the same city. This massive building is the Tower of the Central Park, a building in the state of the empire that caters to the rich. The cost of creating it, including the mysterious and extravagant penthouse, the luxurious facilities available, and just how much money you would need to spend to buy an apartment within these entire walls. Most building interiors were designed by Rote Studio, but Extell partnered with renowned interior design firm Pembrooke Ives for this model apartment. Extell development companies began buying land on West 57th Street in Manhattan, New York in 2005. Not long after, Extell began spending cash on air rights. Those rights provide access to space above the ground for developers. They have bought more land and more air over the years, which is needed when designing a skyscraper. The rights by 2012, news broke out that Adrian Smith and Gordon Gill designed plans to create what would later be the world's highest residential property. The architects are responsible for Saudi Arabia's Jeddah Tower 2. The luxury Nordstrom department store made a deal with the developers in the same year. The access to the first 5 floors would be available to them. Altogether, with 2 basement levels, provide Nordstrom with 285,000 square feet in their store. 6 bars and restaurants will be there too. The down payment amounted to a whopping $102.5 million. This deal gave the tower the nickname of the Tower of Nordstrom. The developers began excavating the site of the multi-millionaire row by 2014. The building was launched correctly the following year by Central Park Tower on 17 September 2019. The tower now stands 1,550 feet tall, surpassing its New York rival, 111 West 57th Street, which currently stands at 1,428 feet. In October 2019, the levels of Nordstrom were open to the public. Central Park Tower had more construction to do with its residential floors. However, building work was halted in March of 2020 due to the current global events. The tower will have 131 floors when it's finally completed, of which 98 are residential. There are currently plans for a total of 179 apartments. The 43C apartment is the largest 3-bedroom apartment in the building available. Aside from the size, those views that are highlighted by 10-foot ceilings and 7-foot wide floor-to-ceiling glass window panels are undoubtedly the selling point. To make it as simple as possible, the tower is said to contain 11 elevators. It doesn't come cheap to get around a project of this scale. Extell is said to have spent $2 billion to create the Central Park Tower on all the costs of building, labor materials, and air rights. This fee included a $900 million loan from an investment bank, JP Morgan & Chase. The developers originally planned to sell nearly $4 billion worth of apartments, but with a recent drop in property value, it is unlikely that they will reach that level. However, Extell is still likely to make a big profit, according to experts. With a building as tall as this, some safety features are bound to help keep individuals away from danger and add a sense of security. One of these features is that, especially with those floors near the top, no balconies have been installed in the residential areas. Having a balcony could potentially lead to people falling from great heights accidentally. Instead, a glass curtain wall covers the building, which helps to keep people safe and protect residents from the weather. To allow a bit of open-air enjoyment, some floors have terraces. The Central Park Tower has a full-time doorman installed on the ground for security reasons. For those looking to enter the building, they act as a type of gatekeeper, but more traditional security measures are also provided for those in a building set to cover 2 floors below the ground. The tower's garage is massive. When approaching the underground garage, all residential and service vehicles are tracked. There are over 400 parking spaces available for car parking altogether. One of the big dangers when creating a tall building is if something falls from the top of it. Falling ice. The Central Park Tower had ice falling from the top of the building in December 2019. This ice can reach 70 miles per hour as it descends quickly. One man was hit by ice in the head. The experience survived him. Due to one side of the tower not getting enough sunlight so that the ice was not melting fast enough is the reason for falling ice. Yet, the metal and glass were heated, which created a slick surface as the building's elevated structure would slide off such piles of ice. Some neighboring buildings and cars also suffered some light damage from the ice crashing down. Due to the hazard, sections of the nearby street were closed off to keep people safe. The New York Department of Buildings temporarily halted the construction of the tower until the ice was cleared and can no longer jeopardize the safety of pedestrians below. There are also many features for entertaining and relaxing residents and facilities for those who want to conduct some business. One of the main attractions is the club that takes this facility over 3 floors of the tower with 50,000 square feet. On the 14th floor, one section of the club includes a large terrace, which includes a 60-foot swimming pool, a sun deck, and food and beverage cabanas. The club also has a spa that includes massage, gyms, personal trainers, a basketball court, and treatments for the body and face. There are also gardens within the club and a private cinema and conference rooms to cater to the ultra-wealthy living among them. The private club, which also hosts the tower, it is known as the Floor of the 100s. 3 levels span the 100th floor with a total area of 50,000 square feet. Some of these elusive clubs feature include a private ballroom or a 126-capacity dining room, a bar, a full-service kitchen, wine and cigar lounges. The penthouse has not been completed or released as available for purchase due to the current Halton design. The penthouse will take over 3 levels from the 129th floor to 131st. Though the developers have incredible plans, it will have 6 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, an outdoor terrace, a private ballroom, a sweeping staircase, and staff quarters. It is said that the penthouse covers about 15,069 square feet altogether. At the moment, the exact cost of the penthouse is unknown. In 2017, however, it was estimated to be worth $95 million. Yet, a number of similar sales within New York have increased the estimated price by a reasonably large amount over the years. In 2019, the penthouse was sold for a staggering $238 million at 220 Central Park South. In the same year, the 2 penthouses at 432 Park Avenue were sold for $30.7 million and $30.2 million for a total of $60.9 million. The estimates for the prices of the apartments could be sold for at least $200 million with these prices in mind and the vast size of the Central Park Tower penthouse. But then the worldwide event kicked in. As such, due to the market dipping beyond the apartment, the cost is likely to drop significantly. A small number of their other residences are on the market at the very top of Central Park Tower. Within 1,897 square feet, the cheapest apartment will still make most people's eyes water. The 33rd apartment has 2 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms, 2 walk-in closets, a kitchen with a powder room, and a dining room. That's going to set you back around $6.5 million. It is expected that the same design will be used on both the 33rd and 34th floors. The next flat is 80. To enjoy the same design, this residence has 4,295 square feet of space set for use between floors 78 and 86. This design consists of 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3 walk-in closets, a powder room, a large living room, and a kitchen-attached family room. A property like this is going to cost you a little over $33 million. Moving on to 113th floor. The priciest living quarters are for around 7,074 square feet. There are 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4 walk-in closets, a powder room, a large living room, a sitting room, a kitchen-style family room, a library, and 3 galleries. The master bedroom even has an attached dressing room of its own. A spokesperson for the developer Extell told Business Insider the 98th-floor tower is still under construction and is expected to see its first residents move later in 2020. The plan is to have numerous similar characteristics to this distribution between floors 110 to 125. You can expect to spend around $63.25 million on that touch of luxury. Did you find this video interesting? For more videos like this one, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you won't miss on our next video. Until next time.